Oh boy. Caught me mid-yawn. How embarrassing. Um, so, let's see. This is our Saturday chat. You guys can't tell I'm really tired. It has been quite a week. I'm just exhausted. So forgive me if my voice isn't 100%. If this video is much shorter than usual. There's a few things I guess I can mention here. So Johnny Depp and Jeff Beck did an interview with SiriusXm, the radio peoples. I don't know exactly a lot about it. I don't have that in my car. And I will link you to the interview, one of the interviews that I have seen on YouTube, in the description box below, so you can go listen to it. There are various clips here and there. If you just search for it, you'll find it. But I'll leave that link too in the description. It was a really nice interview. Really, really, really nice to hear Johnny talking about. There's some other interviews out there too that I want to hopefully find again in my YouTube's history and link in the description. But to listen to Johnny talk about how and why the song Hedy Lamarr was written, or to even find out that I think it was the Death and Resurrection show was the song that he listened to on a loop. The song he was talking about in court, remember, he mentioned a song in court during the trial about being in a hotel and playing a song on loop that kind of brought him back to life. I think that was Death and Resurrection, I believe. But you'll definitely find out if you listen to the interviews. The Hollywood Vampires are going on tour next year, and tickets are already selling out, and you can get VIP passes and all that, but that's over in Europe. So on that side, let's see. Oh, we lost a couple of legends. This past week, we lost Loretta Lynn and Jerry Lee Lewis. Immediately, my mind, when I heard about Loretta Lynn, my mind immediately went to Coal Miner's Daughter, the movie, that I saw about her that Sissy Spacek played in. And with Jerry Lee Lewis, I thought about the movie with, I think it's Dennis Quaid, played Jerry Lee Lewis, and the movie about his life. And I thought about Top Gun, Great Balls of Fire, and just both of those, such legends. It's just sad to me, and those of you from my generation will get what I'm talking about here. It's sad, and I'm sure the older generation understands this as well. Maybe not the younger ones, because you guys probably still have most of the people you guys listen to and look up to. But see, I grew up like listening to Loretta Lynn, Jerry Lee Lewis, in their heyday, and to see legends like that just passing away it just feels like, I don't know how to say this without sounding very morbid, but it just feels like the ending of things. The ending of things. But you know what? With the end of everything, it allows room for the beginning of something else. But even though, and I know probably every generation says this, but I really truly believe that there will never be singers and actors like what we grew up with, like what my generation and the generation before me grew up with. It's before auto tuning, before, just before all the fancy stuff, you know. And it just makes me want to go back and watch the older movies, the Elvis, you know, the Casablanca, to watch the older movies and listen to those legendary singers again. Kind of transport my mind back in time a little. And I do apologize again. Sandy, why are you under my chair? To try to transport myself back in time, to that more, I don't know, when things seemed easier and more peaceful. Life seemed simpler. I wish I could go back and tell my teenage self to do so many things different, but mostly slow down on trying to grow up, save your money, enjoy being allowed to have all that freedom and enjoying those. See, I was a teenager. We didn't have cell phones. I think the first computer we got in our house was a Tandy, and there was no internet. All you could do was, we played text adventure games on it and things like that. Was really not good for much, honestly. And I remember the first cell phone. This is so embarrassing. The first cell phone I ever had was this huge walkie-talkie looking thing. And I didn't have cell phone service because I didn't realize how, I didn't know how to go about all of that. So I had the phone, but couldn't understand why it didn't work, why I couldn't call anybody. Yeah. And I also remember driving down the road one day and saying to myself, when cell phones became a thing, or were just starting to become a thing, and I was saying to myself, I never want to be that accessible. I enjoyed being out and about and not being home, and and it was really, really with the start of my business, just 6 years ago. Just a little over 6 years ago, that I found a cell phone to be necessary. Honestly, before that, I think I had a flip phone. But it wasn't until I started my daycare, honestly, that I had to get like a real cell phone. And in that 6 years, I think I've upgraded my phone like maybe 3 times already. I am an Android user. I just don't know why I just shy away from shy away from iPhones. I don't know why. Anyways, I'm just kind of rambling. As I said, I'm tired. I am completely exhausted. I don't really have like a lot to say. I mean, I guess I can give you an update on my landlord situation. This is his last weekend to be here. He's supposed to be moved out by Monday. He is like literally last minute. Like, he still has a lot of stuff in the yard to get out. Excuse me. And I don't know if he's emptied the shed yet. I know he's been taking stuff from the garage little by little. And I know he's working on it today, but he needs to move a bit faster. What shocks me is that I have not seen not one friend come to help him. You know, I kind of assumed that he'd have some friends, you know, in a couple of trucks or something. But not one single friend has come to help him move, and that tells me a lot. Either A, he doesn't want people knowing that he was living in the garage, or has lied to them about the situation. That seems most likely to me. You know, as I sit here and I look at the stuff in the backyard, I'm thinking to myself, if he leaves anything out there, whatever he leaves, and I have to pay someone to haul it off, I swear to God, I'm taking it out of the rent. But it's just like all, from what I can see, it's just junk. I mean, or maybe he just intends to leave it on the curb. Who knows? Who knows with him? But Monday's the absolute last day for him, and I am so looking forward to it. I am so looking forward to it. I am going to enjoy my yard next week. The daycare kids are finally going to be able to get out there and play and enjoy the yard. My family is looking forward to coming and celebrating with me when he's finally gone. It's a shame that it had to come to me threatening to take him to court and sue him for him to move out, for him to do the right thing. And I did all I could, honestly. I tried to be nice, but even nice people have their limits, you know what I mean? And he pushed me to mine. And so, yeah, I mean, I deserve to live peacefully on the property that I rented over 3 years ago now, without my landlord being here, you know? It's weird. It's not really private, you know? So this is the last weekend I have to deal with him being around here. And I can already feel my stress level, like my anxiety. Just from that, I can already feel it going down. Yeah. I don't, honestly, guys, I'm just tired. You know, I'm tired. So I'm going to keep this short today. I just wanted to make sure I got my Saturday chat in with you all. I was going to go down by the river and chat with you guys. But I just tired. So I think I'm going to stop talking now, because the more I talk, it just things. So, I'm just gonna cut the video short now, and thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you very much. And I look forward to chatting with you next Saturday. And I feel as though I am forgetting to say something. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hopefully I can do like another painting video for you soon, or something like that. But I think I'm going to go and rest now. Okay, God bless you guys.